because there was a lot of energy in the room. Obviously, there was a lot of enthusiasm to ensure that Africa and its population, but the manufacturers who produce essential medicines and products for those populations are not left behind for endemic conditions, which are outbreaks and emergencies in and of themselves. We still have too many people who are succumbing to advanced HIV disease, to tuberculosis, to malaria, but also to pandemics. And that meeting was very interesting because I remember saying towards the end of the meeting, I wonder how many of us will still be in this room in 3 years' time.
On my left, I have Dr. Toso, who is the Director of Pharmaceutical Manufacturing Programs of USP, who's also the lead for the Dementia Program. Sitting on his left is Dr. Wedumelo Simete who is the CEO of SAPRA and the chair of the AMRH. And then on her left, we have Jamil Barton, who is the Senior Market Dynamics Officer at HARP. And on his left, we have got Dr. Jens Peterson, who is the Senior Advisor of Africa CDC. And for those who were at AHMTEC last year, he was James Bond.
Those specific manufacturers that will be included in the portfolio responded to NEOI, are going through this evaluation process, and we'll be working collaboratively with them to leverage the technical assistant capacities, both with PATH and our consortium partners, to identify exactly how we will be supporting them to improve their competitiveness in this space. Beyond that, we'll also, as part of this manufacturer level support, be looking to identify ways that we can increase access to raw materials over the course of the production process.
Into manufacturing, we had decided previously not to go in on our own. And so we had a partner on which basis we had agreed that they would transfer knowledge to our team. But they needed human capacity that had some level of education, maybe experience in the IVD manufacturing sector. And there was none available in the country.
So what we want to do is that we want to train people to be experts in the field of upstream or downstream processing, or even for certain equipment situations, so that they become the experts. They stay here and they can then furthermore train other people who are in the second, third, or fourth generation. So you become, or you have that self-sustainable ecosystem of experts that are able to train other people and pass the knowledge on.
Everyone on the stage here. We collaborate with HDX, and we also collaborate with other DFIs. So it's kind of how do you aggregate all of these types of money at the right time in the spectrum. The last thing I want to touch on is the difference in the World Bank and the IFC. So the World Bank is a grouping of institutions. I think the World Bank that most people talk about is actually the International Bank for Redevelopment, IBRD. It is owned by its member countries, and it basically lends money to its member countries. It provides policies, so things such as market shaping. How do you change the landscape so that African countries could create a bigger procurement pool would be handled through our World Bank colleagues.
Stakeholders, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, all protocols observed. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
On behalf of the Ministry of Health, our government, and the people of Ghana, it is an honor to speak to you and officially close the 2025 African Healthcare Manufacturing Trade Exhibition End Conference. We are grateful that you assembled here in our vibrant city of Accra. However, governments must consider local and regional procurement mechanisms that support African producers. We must favor brand Africa. Ghana salutes the African manufacturing businesses and committed their time, energy, and resources to this event. We are here to support you. We also recognize the esteemed co-host of this groundbreaking event, the Federation of African Pharmaceutical Manufacturing Association, and Zero Health Dynamics, as well as each sponsor and delegate. Thank you for your commitment to making us stronger and more resilient.